Hi Scorpio, welcome to this reading. My name is Linda. What I have for you today is a relationship spread. So we're going to be taking a look at the energy between you and another person. It doesn't have to be only about love or a romantic partner. This can be any person that you're dealing with. It could be a family member, a friend, a co-worker. If the messages in the reading are not relevant to something that you're aware of already, it could be that we're describing someone that's coming into your life and you might not have met them yet. So I'll give it a couple more shuffles, then we'll get started. I'm uploading this reading in the middle of August, but it can be relevant whenever you watch it. Okay, let's get started. So this first card describes how you see yourself, how you see them, how they see themselves, how they see you, the energy between you, the energy that's challenging, overall energy, and the potential outcome. Wow, let's see all the major arcana cards in this reading. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of the 8 cards are majors. Now, I love this energy. I don't think I've ever seen the Star and the Empress come out together in a reading. That's amazing, along with the Queen of Pentacles. Look at all this divine feminine energy. There's a lot of blessed energy in this reading. It's very optimistic. It's very hopeful. There's a lot of abundance being spoken of in this reading. I feel like also the person that you're connecting with is someone who's offering you a lot of support and a lot of help and guidance. You're coming up in your own reading as the 8 of Cups in reverse. So that's telling me, I feel like there's something that you need to take care of that you thought you had been like able to walk away from and live in the past. Or for some of you, maybe this could be with Page of Wands in the reverse as well. There could be that there's something that you were not able to take care of in the past or recently that you were dealing with, that you maybe needed a bit of a break from or space from before you went back in and handled it. This is happening now. You're having to take care of some business that you were not either ready or able to take care of just recently. And I feel like there's people around you, or in particular one person around you, who is offering, as I said, lots of support, help, guidance, positive energy, optimism. The Sun and the Star in your reading is just amazing. The Empress as well. It's like there's a lot of abundance energy here. There's a lot of divine feminine. There's a lot of creativity here. There's also a lot of options for financial success, I would say. But let's address to these 2 cards here, because the Hermit is showing up in the position of the reading of how you see this other person. And so what that says to me is that you maybe are getting counseled by or support by this person. The Hermit can be someone who's wise that you go to for advice. You know, if the Hermit is in a position of the reading where we're looking at somebody else, it can say that maybe you're going to someone for professional help. Maybe someone's giving you advice and support. Maybe someone is lending you their expertise in some way, guiding you. You see that the person here is representing someone who's wise and knowledgeable and has a lot of experience because they're older, they've done something for longer than you have, or they're an expert in their area. And the light here is representing them guiding you into whatever you're doing, with the option of plugging into and tapping into their expertise and their knowledge and their wisdom. So you have really strong cards in your reading that are saying there's a lot of support and guidance around you from people who have more experience than you, people who have more wisdom than you do. So it's very important that you pay attention to the guidance they offer you and take their advice. Take their advice, because in this reading you're coming up here as the Magician in reverse and the 8 of Cups in reverse. So slightly debilitated position. You're slightly debilitated in this reading. Also the Page of Wands in reverse. But all the other cards from the other energies in the reading are very, very strong. All major arcanas, all very upright, very, very positive, very optimistic, very healing, very abundant, very knowledgeable, very supportive. So it's really important that you pay attention to the insights and the advice that people around you are offering, because it's valuable. It's really valuable. Now, you're in the middle of the reading, the Hanged Man crossed by the Queen of Pentacles, crowned by the Star card. So It's interesting that you have both the Queen of Pentacles and the Empress. These are very similar energies, very earthy, feminine, both Taurus cards as well, actually. So someone could be dealing with a Taurus. There's a lot of messages in these cards as well about abundance, not just about money and finances, but more about like your emotional state and the way that the frequency that you hold actually vibrates out into the universe, and that is what brings things in towards you. So I think that's something to be aware of in this reading, in this energy, is that the frequency that you're holding in your space, your personal space, is what is determining the events and the people that you draw into you. So pay close attention to that. The Star card is kind of confounding me a little in this reading, along with the Hanged Man. I feel like overall, like your guides are wanting to just give you a kind of very optimistic and very powerful message here of feeling guided, feeling safe, feeling protected, feeling held by the universe, because I suspect you've been through something quite difficult most recently. And the overall feeling here is that you are being guided, you are safe, you are protected. There is a lot of supporting energy around you that is giving great advice and insight, and that it's very timely, and you would do very well to follow that advice and make sure you pay close attention to the people who are in your environment that are more experienced than you and have things to offer you in terms of insight and wisdom that will very much support you in handling the processes that are in front of you right now. Because with you're like I got to this card and got distracted. So you're coming up in the reading as the Magician in reverse. So with the Eight of Cups in reverse as well. In other words, I feel that you have a lot of potential here. Like you have a lot of power. You are very intelligent and capable. The potential is there, but it's really important that you pay close heed to the details around all these things I'm saying here, and in particular with regard to this expert advice that's available to you. Because I think if you act immaturely right now and you don't heed the warnings that you're given or follow the advice from your elders and from professional people with expertise, you could end up in a more difficult position than where you started. Okay? Scorpio, this is really important. These two reversal cards are very loud in your reading, along with this Page of Wands in reverse. There's Page of Swords in reverse underneath as well. I feel like your energy is coming through is a little bit immature in this reading. And you have a lot to learn, but you have all this high-powered energy around you. It's really important that you pay attention to that, because whatever you have to do here, I feel like you have to do it on your own. And only you can take responsibility for it. But you have, I'm going to just keep flogging a dead horse and say the same thing again and again here. You have a lot of amazing advice and expertise, knowledge and wisdom around you. Take advantage of it. Don't be stubborn. Don't ignore the advice that you're given. Don't pretend that you know better and want to do things your own way. These red garments are coming through pretty strongly for me in your reading. Like, I feel like you need to be very grounded and realistic about what it is you're actually dealing with, and don't be too idealistic or too lofty or too what's the right word? I'm just getting this really stubborn energy from you about doing things the way that you want to do them, but there's going to be a very fine line here between success and failure. Okay, so if you are not really paying close attention to the details here, you could easily go off the rails, and what could be something potentially magical and amazing could easily just turn sour very quickly if you're not very diligent and meticulous in your decision making and in the way you manage the tasks at hand and the resources that you have to do those tasks. Scorpio, you coming up here as the Page of Wands and Page of Swords both in reverse is a little bit of a warning as well, that again, don't be immature about things. Don't think that you know everything there is to know. Make sure you take good advice when it's given to you, and that you make very careful decisions that are well thought out and strategized. And don't be flippant or fickle or immature about the way you handle what processes are ahead of you. In this next time period, it can be very successful. With all these cards coming out here, it can be very successful. But this other energy here is saying like it could go the other way too if you're not very careful. So don't be too, as I've said, don't be too stubborn, don't be too flippant about the decisions that you're making. Make sure they're carefully strategized and planned, and that you have the resources required to carry out those plans, and do things in a very careful, mindful way. That's going to be the key energy for you in this next period of time, Scorpio. I'm going to leave it there, Scorpio. Thank you so much for watching. It's been an honor and a pleasure to read for you. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now.